After years of being a hardcore Windows user, I finally accessed a Mac in 2025, and honestly, it completely changed how I work, create, and even travel. If you ever wonder what's really like moving from Windows to Mac in 2025, stick around, cause this is my honest experience, the good and the bad after switching. I'd spent years on Windows PCs. My last setup was a Ryzen 5600G with an Intel Arc A750 GPU. Great for gaming and video editing, but heavy, noisy, and not portable at all. Over time, the same old Windows problems crept in. Random crashes, hitting, battery life dropping, and honestly, it wasn't reliable enough for someone like me. Always editing troubling. Everything changed when I borrowed a Prince MacBook Air M1. Three things hit me right away: silence, portability, and crazy battery life. That's when I asked myself, should I finally switch? Fast forward to today, I got the MacBook Air M4, and let me tell you, it's been a game changer. Here's what a switching really feels like in 2025. Editing 4K 60fps videos in Premiere Pro and Premiere were seamless. No lag, no drop frames, even with the layers and effects. AV1 decoding makes rendering faster than my old PC. Light stuff like browsing or writing, I get a 15 plus hours easy. Heavy editing, yeah, it drains quicker, but still outlasts any Windows laptop I've owned. For fanless, thin machine to handle this, it's unreal. I travel a lot, and being able to edit on the go without lugging chargers or hearing fans blasting like it did, priceless. Quad speakers with Dolby Audio blows me away. I even stopped watching movies on my Samsung cause the MacBook sounds better. One of the things I miss, a 120Hz AMOLED screen. Apple's LCD is sharp but not as smooth. Hopefully we see OLED in future MacBooks. This is what hits different: AirDrop, iMessage, FaceTime, file transfer across iPhone, iPad, Mac. It all just works. And with Apple Intelligence coming to macOS, I know, it's only getting smarter. But switching ain't all sunshine. Macs are pricey, especially if you need more RAM or storage. Gaming still way better on Windows PCs. Some apps I use like IGM just doesn't exist on macOS. I had to find alternatives. But me, a career and traveler, the trade offers were that. So what's it like switching from Windows to Mac in 2025? For me, it's been huge. 4K editing effortless, battery life's outstanding, portability is unmatched, and the ecosystem makes life easier. Sure, Windows is still king for gaming and budget laptops, but if you want something reliable, silent, long-lasting, that handles pro work, switching to Mac in 2025 is 100% worth it. If you wanna see how the MacBook Air M4 holds up long term, I've got a full deep dive review. Watch that next. Still debating, should I switch to Mac in 2025 or stick with Windows? I've got another video that breaks it all down if you. Don't forget hit like and subscribe if this helped, and drop a comment. You're thinking about switching to Mac this year or stick with Windows?